Here's some big breaking news coming in. Owing to the anti-Agnipath scheme protests, trains now have been cancelled due to the Agnipath violence that has ensued in most railway stations across the states that have witnessed this kind of violent protests. 80 Mail Express, 134 protest trains that have been cancelled across India. 11 Mail Express trains that have also been diverted. This is coming as the latest piece of information from the railways after many trains were vandalized. Rohit, our reporter from Patna, joining us live for more on that. Rohit, we see that many trains have been cancelled owing to the Agnipath violence. The protests against the Agnipath scheme that the government has rolled out was so bad that many trains and its bogies were burnt down. Many stations like Sikandrabad and many of them in Bihar attacked, in UP as well. And as the latest update coming in from the railways, 80 Mail Express, 134 passenger trains stand cancelled. Give us more information on this.
Well, absolutely. Trains have been the soft target as far as the protesters are concerned. In the last 3 days, we have been seeing that constantly railway property and trains have been targeted. And today, it was like all the protesters, they went amok, and several districts we saw, right from Samastipur, Lakhisarai, Danapur, Ara, Buxar, everywhere you name it and you have it, that everywhere trains were targeted and set on fire. Several coaches were set on fire, and it only goes on to show how these angry protesters are trying to make a point, get their voices heard by pressurizing the central government, because the properties which they are attacking belong to the central government, and that is why railways and trains are being targeted here. And as you told, that more than 100 trains have been cancelled, and almost 60 trains falling within the east central zone where we are here at this point of time. More than 60 trains have been cancelled. So it's like complete mayhem, complete chaos which is being witnessed, and Bihar has emerged as the epicenter of these entire protests which is being witnessed across the country. Right. Maximum damage, maximum vandalism is being reported from the state.
Right. Rohit, thank you very much for joining us. We're looking at 80 Mail Expresses, 134 passenger trains that have now been stopped because of this vandalism that has been unleashed across different parts of India. The railway is now making a decision for the safety of passengers. Now, the Agnipath fire only raging on in Bihar. It's now the state that is really bearing the brunt of many of these youngsters, these young army aspirants who've now gone rogue. They burnt train bogies, stations completely vandalized, roads that were blocked as the Bihar youth, most of them who are protesting unemployed, took to the streets from Samastipur, Nalanda, Begusarai to Buxar. Violence rocked Bihar like never before. One death has been reported in those protests as well. In fact, while in Betia, Bihar Chief Minister Renu Devi's residence was also vandalized. The opposition, RJD, has now called for a statewide bandh, while Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar's JDU has sought for a review of the recruitment scheme. In fact, the JDU also appeals to the government to rethink on the Agnipath scheme as the state burns.